There definitely aren't as many women that bike, but I think when I see another woman on a bike, like I definitely feel some sort of like solidarity.
I was looking for other women or just learning how to ride in the city and how to be safe and trying to find other people to ride with, and that's actually how I found out about WeBike.
I wanted to ride with other people, especially women. I still didn't see a lot of them out and about. That's how I found WeBike.
One of the reasons why I got into WeBike is because there is a bike shop here in Crown Heights that I live nearby, and it's owned by a woman, and she's one of the few female bike mechanics. So I was on their website and I had seen that they had a link to the WeBike website, and I said, oh, this is a really cool organization, let me link up with them.
I was looking for like-minded people, and I found people that I not only shared an ideology with, but who became very good friends of mine and who I wish the best for. And I don't know, I kind of can't imagine living here without knowing these people.
There are bike issues, good things too, that are kind of universal to everyone's biking experiences. But then there are also things that can be kind of gender specific. I think those particular conversations are not conversations that really happen in the broader bike world.
As a woman cyclist, you're dealing with this other layer of issues that come up when you're on the road, and I'm not sure I've mastered exactly how to control that or react to that. But there are the whole sub-layer of issues that you're dealing with, and just by being female, you're exposed in a different way. People are aware of how you look, people are aware of how you act, and that's really discouraging. But in some ways, if you're just out there and doing it, you're beating that. You're beating what people think you should do or think you shouldn't do because you're just doing what you want to do.
I think there were a lot of aspects to biking that I had never really considered before, or I had never really articulated, because I think I knew that biking made me feel good, and I knew that I liked that I was sort of moving my body to get me from one place to the other, but I guess I never really connected it in my head with women's empowerment and my views on feminism, which are also quite strong. So kind of figuring out that those two passions intersected so much was really exciting for me. A lot of women that bike for those reasons, or that you can bike for those reasons. You're not just biking to get somewhere. You biking can actually be kind of political.
Being sure that it was necessary, that someone else hadn't already done it, I think that's just, I don't know, in my experience. I feel as a woman, I don't get as many societal messages that if I have an idea, it's a good idea and I should go for it and make it happen, and I'm allowed to start something. I struggled a lot with doubt of, do people actually want this? Does it make sense for this to happen? Am I the right person to do this? Feeling confident that, yep, this was a good idea and it's working really well and it's awesome, It's all part of sort of a bigger movement to try to include women in the bike world.
I think in New York it's really hard to find your place, and I think groups like WeBike are so specific and yet so inclusive that if you're a part of it, you really feel like you can identify with these other people and you can share something with these other people that, at least for me, I felt was lacking.
I went to this event and I ended up meeting this amazing community of women who I'm so incredibly grateful for.
I love the women that I've met. Everyone's really great.
It's really awesome to have women that I can talk to and just get it. I think it's very empowering to hear other people that are having the same struggles that you're having. I think it's very important to have somebody else to vent to about the issues that you're having.
It's connected me to other women that bike, which I didn't have a lot of biking friends that were female. They were all guys. And then I met women that biked, and I was like, oh shit, this is awesome, because I can talk about things like clothing and hair and things that I wanted to talk about, but the dudes just didn't get. And the women, we can discuss these things, and it's awesome.
If it weren't for Bike NYC, I never would have thought to challenge myself in these ways that are kind of more athletic. I think I probably would have just been happy doing my 7-mile-a-day commute forever, and I never would have, decided to strive for more or see if I could test myself and go longer distances.
It allowed me to view my body as like a machine and less like an ornament.
Organizations like this are really important, I think, especially for women to feel comfortable biking and just see the diversity of the biking world.
So I think it's an organization that talks to everyone, every kind of person who is interested in riding a bike.
It makes me feel like I'm flying.
I bike because I can do more stuff.
It makes me feel very empowered.
Cycling to me means freedom because I can get where I want to go when I want to go there, and it also just gives you the sense that your body's taking you there, and it's only your body that's taking you there.
I bike because I feel free. Like, there's unparalleled freedom on my bike that I can get nowhere else.
It makes me feel really free and safe.
The 3 F's, which is like fun, like it makes your like day funner. And then it's fitness. I like am actually in charge of my body and able to like utilize my body. And then it's free. It saved me hundreds of dollars in MetroCard rides.
I love everything about my bike, but I think it really is summed up in like the independence it gives me and how that like empowers me to do anything I want whenever I want.
I'm my best self when I'm biking.
Just feeling like it's you and your bike on the road. Since I've actually started biking with V-Bike, I've noticed I kind of take a mental track of how many women are on the road, and I feel like I do see more women riding. I strongly believe in organizations like V-Bike because there are a lot of women out there that I think would love to bike. And I do believe that it's one way that women can empower themselves in New York City because it's something that we're taking back. We're taking back the freedom to ride in a skirt. We're taking back the freedom to ride whenever I want to, and it also gives me the freedom to, ride in neighborhoods that maybe aren't that safe if I'm walking. I can go wherever I want to. I'm not being held back by anything.
I've always been so inspired by Bike NYC, and I started out like I was like starstruck. I just want to see it keep growing. There's no limit,